Hey guys, so I want to take some time to show you how I use my DMC Micro from disaster area, especially with the boss units. There's not any videos out there showing how to use this with any boss units. There's some for Strymon and there's some for the HX Stomp and the HX Effects. But I just want to take time in case someone out there has this and they want to connect it to their boss units, or they're looking into doing it, to show you how to best set it up. Because I had trouble getting it to communicate. So first, all it is going to have Midi out into the RV500, or you can do DD500, whichever one first, and then connect that one. Just simple Midi cabling wiring there. So what you'll do is when you power it on, let me unpower it real quick. Power it on, you'll hold down the left button until you see setup. When you go to setup, you have different options or different menu options. So first is like preset. So if you want to set your number of presets, you can have up to 99 on this. I set mine at 25 for now, but if you need more or less, you can set it up for that. So then you'll hold it back down and you'll navigate through the preset menu here. So what you want to go to is dev. This is going to be telling your device how many units you're going to hook up to it. So in this case, I have 2, and dev B stands for 2. If it was 1 unit, you would do dev A. If it was 3 units, you would be C. Again, you can only do 3 units on this micro. So you could set up the trifecta of the Strymon, the Mobius timeline, Big Sky, no problem, and control it all with this. It's a little guy, but it powers so much and can do a lot, especially for the money. $100 for this thing used, $150 new, I think, for their new Micro Pro, and it has a little bit more options. I think it's just great options. So you'll go back. I have it set at B, so hold it down. Next thing you'll want to do is to get it to communicate, saying, hey, this is the pedal that I want to do. You'll go to dev A and tell it which code to use, or which option or pedal it is that you're communicating with. The issue I ran into with disaster area products, or at least with this one, is that there's no RV500. There is a DD500 right here. However, it was not, like when I would save something in either one, and then go back to my preset, it would not like recognize that I saved anything. So it was not remembering anything. It was just remembering where I placed it, and that was it. So I was having trouble. So I contacted disaster area and they said to use GMID would be the best option. They also said GM2 could work as well, but they had some trouble with the boss units communicating with this controller and some of their other controllers. But this works fine in my opinion, especially if you're simply just doing preset mode, which I use it for, and that's it. So you'll set both for GMID. Dev B, you'll see this GMID, okay, and then you'll save, and then now you're in preset mode. So you'll see as I'm banking up and banking down, stuff is moving, and there's, okay. So for example, on this 0, my preset 0 here, I'm calling on my medium cloud mod on my reverb, and then just a set dotted 8th 80 BPM delay. And then when I change over to my preset 1, I'm going to a little bit less reverb, a little bit less mix on that. And then also on my third preset for this song, I have huge like cloud reverb and still staying on the same delay there. But for a song where I have, say, swells, I usually set it up for, let's see, like King of Kings. I have this reverb set up as a high mix reverb with normal dotted 8, 68 BPM delay. And then when I go here, I go to a little bit bigger. This is like my main sound for the song. A little bit bigger reverb, same delay. And then when I go to the swells, I have my swells reverb, and then it goes to a different delay, which is a dual, I call it saucy swells delay, where it's just panning a lot back and forth, a ton of feedback. So it just kind of creates this wave of sound that sounds really good. But how you go about setting these presets so it recognizes it is you can't just say, hey, I want this and I want that, and then you save it. Like you can't do that at all. So what you'll do is you'll go into preset 0 or whatever number you're on. You'll hold it down. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the save. You'll hold down the right button, sorry, and it'll say A. So whatever your device is A. In my case, it's the RV500, and you'll choose which preset you want. So In this case, I want 1. There's 0, 1, 2, 3. It banks up, and you'll see up here, it goes with the screen. So I wanted 1. So I'll hold back down the 3. Now it goes to the B device. And so I'll select which delay I want. So if I wanted the saucy swells, I would choose that. But I'm going to go back to the delay that I had, which is 80 BPM. You'll hold this down again, and then you will hold it here to save. So then when you call it back, it will remember it. So I hope that guys helped you out a lot. I struggled with it. I just recently came from the Helix back to a board. Wanted to keep it small and simple, but still have the ability to have, like, I guess, snapshot type of options for at least my reverb and delay. But I like to have the openness of having my drives, stackability, whatever I wanted to. So I found that this controller did an awesome job. And just to give you an idea, this is a Pedal Train Junior, and I have, you know, plenty of room. The only thing I don't have on here is a tuner, which I didn't account for, unfortunately, because I'm stupid. But I just run a tuner on this side when I come in, and then I go into my compressor. Stay tuned. I'll probably do a walkthrough of this video soon of what like tones I'm using and how I'm using them on Sunday mornings, and then also some tones that I just use for fun stuff.